Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? Hope everybody's out there having a good day. I know I have had a good day today. Miss Lily has had a good day today. So I hope all of you guys have had a good day today. Isn't that right, Doug? Isn't that right? Oh, yes. She says that's right. Is that right, huh? Is that right? You hope they had a good day today, huh? You hope they, come on, stop pushing me over. Get back. You're trying to knock me over, dog. I love getting hugs from you, but not when you knock me over. Get back. Go lay down. Good girl. Go lay down. Hey, Trav. What's up, brother? How you doing? Apologize for the noise tonight. I got two fans going. I got the generator going. I got the ice maker going. I got the refrigeration going, trying to chill down everything. We did a bit of a reprovision today. Not as much as I would have liked, but enough to get us going here for a little bit. I don't know. I guess but that's about it. On the thumbnail on tonight, I showed you on the map where I'm at right now. I am in Portsmouth, Virginia. Mile 0 on the ICW. Mile 0. Hey, Billy, what's up, ma'am? Yep, I'm at mile 0 on the ICW. So tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided yet. I'm doing some research. I was going to do laundry while I was here, but it's expensive to go to the laundromat. Taxi fare alone is 20 bucks round trip to go to the nearest laundromat here in Portsmouth, and I just can't justify that. So I may hold off doing laundry until I can find someplace better down the road. I've been trying to research places down the road. I'm not coming up with a good research place down the road to go do that yet. But I will work on that more tomorrow morning and then make a call whether or not I'm going to head out of here tomorrow or do laundry tomorrow and head out of here the next day. But right now I am in Portsmouth, Virginia, mile 0 on the ICW. I am tied to a free dock at the Portsmouth Visitor Center, Welcome Center, whatever you want to call it, Visitor Center. So buy new clothes cheaper. Yeah, right? Yeah, apparently you've never had to buy clothes my size before. And I don't have to do laundry. It would be nice to do laundry, but I don't have to do laundry. I could go another week probably before I do. Yeah, Portsmouth, Virginia, Billy. I am right inside of Norfolk. If you follow the waterway past Norfolk, heading into the ICW, you come into town of Portsmouth. I am on the, I guess the north side of the ICW is the town of Portsmouth, and that would be to the west of Norfolk. So anyhow, I'm in this little tiny, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not an anchorage. It's just this little tiny inlet here on the ICW, right at the mouth of the ICW. There's room for me and one other boat that was already here. Hey, Carter Hayes. There's no room for anybody else here. There would normally be room for maybe 10 boats here, 9 or 10 boats. There's a little ferry service, so you can't use the ferry docks, but other than that, there's usually room for about 9 or 10 boats. However, right now, because of the, well, design errors in designing their waterfront here, they now are in a situation where they have to rebuild everything because it wasn't built right in the first place, and it's all deteriorating and falling apart. In fact, my dock that I'm tied up to right now is, not the greatest, but I'm making it work. So, hey, price is right. Price is right. The dock is free, so don't have to worry about an anchor. I do get a little bit of roll from the boats going up and down the ICW at this point, but it's not too bad. And as usual, that's going to, yeah, it's free, Billy. And as usual, that's going to stop here in about an hour or two anyway. there won't be a lot of activity going up and down the water at night. So we'll see. So we'll see what we're going to do. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow or what's going on. So who told me about the design error? The people here in the Welcome Center did. The people here in the Welcome Center were telling me all about how it was being rebuilt, I guess. So I think the word is iffy. Okay. 1.2 miles to food line. Yes, it is. Can we see the dock? As haven't been to Norfolk in a while. Yeah, it's actually getting dark out there right now, so I'm probably not going to go ahead and do that. So, no, the dinghy's not working. Hopefully we got rid of all the troll questions at this point. We can go on to a regular live stream now. Anyhow, so I am here at the Visitor Center in Portsmouth in this little tiny weird little anchorage spot. There's me and another sailboat in here. We're the only ones here. But it's a good, safe place to tie up. There's no there's no services. There's no electric. There's no garbage. There's no power. There's no bathrooms. There's no showers. There's nothing like that. It's just a place you can tie up to overnight. So actually, I'm allowed to tie up here for 36 hours. And I spoke to the ladies that if I go do laundry tomorrow, the laundromat's about 2 miles away. If I do laundry tomorrow, 2.5, something like that. If I do laundry tomorrow, then I will not leave here until not tomorrow morning, but the following morning. So, is there a water taxi or dock? I'm at a dock. I just said that I'm at a dock. So. Hey Mary Kay, how you doing? Nice to see you here. Glad you could make it. Got a little bit of a frog in my throat. I've had a frog in my throat for like a week now. I gotta get it coughed out, I guess. So, hey Carrie Beth, how you doing? Yeah, 1,243 miles to go, Ray. You are quite correct. Actually, not really. I'm not going that far because I'm not going all the way to Key West. I'm going to stop at Marathon, so it'll be about 60 miles less than that. So, transient and therefore may not be up to speed. No, Carter Hayes, I've never forgotten that. I am well aware of that, but thank you for reminding me. So, yeah, okay. Anyhow, I did go and do some provisioning, got a good amount of stuff on board, not everything I would have liked, but a good amount. So, hey Donald, how you doing, brother? Got the boat settled in. Actually, I ended up going to a super Walmart instead of the grocery store. Only because it enabled me to hit 3 different things simultaneously. Hey Sarah, I got to hit 3 different things simultaneously. State of booking, yeah, laundry at the dinghy dock. Yeah, Ray, that's true, there is, but I can't wait till I get to Marathon to do laundry. I'm gonna need laundry sometime between now and then. So, what's the water temperatures where you are? I don't know, Mary Kay. Cold, actually, kind of cold out. The water's, I would say 65 to 68, somewhere in there. Anyhow, I went down to Walmart because I got to do 3 different types of shopping all at one time. I was able to pick up the bilge pump switch and a through hole. So I was able to get those 2 components at Walmart. Imagine that. I got all the motor oil that I needed for the engine to get me about halfway to Marathon. I got enough oil to go about, well, 400 or 500 miles anyway. I'll need more oil later on. And I got provisions and I got dog food. I stocked up some more dog food, and so there you go. It wasn't too bad. We had a taxi to give us a ride over to Walmart and a taxi on the ride back. That was a little spendy, but the guy literally helped me carry the stuff right to the boat, so it was kind of nice and convenient in that regard. So anyhow, it's already getting dark here. And frankly, kids, I'm I'm bushed. I am beat up after the last week of going and going and going and going and going. And then, you know, once again this morning, I promised myself I was going to sleep in this morning, and I still got up and went. I don't know. Tomorrow I'm just going to sleep in. I'm just gonna sleep. I'm just gonna stay in bed till it's daylight outside, and then I'll get up. So, you change oil weight. Did it change oil consumption? No, Ray. I decided not. You know the old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, the engine is doing fine on the oil that I'm using, so I'm continuing to use the same thing. I bought Rotella, excuse me, Rotella 1540 weight, and I expect it to continue to work just fine like it has been. So, yes, Billy, coming into Norfolk, extremely busy area. All the military ships coming and going. All of the big commercial ships getting loaded up and coming and going. The barges, the tugs, the yachts going down, the fishermen out there. Just an incredibly busy area here. Not quite as busy as New York Harbor, but you know, it seemed like it was almost there. I had 3 of the the hydrofoil type planes, boats, that run on air. I had 3 of them go by me this morning, and they all disappeared. And I came around the corner where they disappeared, and I was looking up, like, where the hell did they go to? You know, they're all gone. It turns out that all 3 of them ran up inside of another ship. The other, hovercraft, Billy, thank you. The other ship dropped the tailgate down like a pickup truck. It had a tailgate that folded down, and the hovercraft just used it as a ramp and went right up inside this other ship. All 3 of them went into the same ship, and it closed up the tailgate behind them. So apparently they just loaded the hovercraft up inside there. It was pretty cool. So okay, wow. A lot of stuff went by. Let me see if I can catch up. What's the hurry? No hurry now, except I want to get to Florida so I can go to work. That's my hurry. What's happening, everyone? Sleep sounds good to me. Okay, morning is easy to anchor in the ICW, or is it mostly moorings and docking? It's all of that, Mike. Everything's available. There's anchoring, there's docks. What the hell? I got something knocking on the side of the boat, guys. Hold on a minute. I got to go check this out. Of course, I got a bunch of shit in my way. Hold on, kids. I'll be with you in a minute here. Alright, hold on a minute. As you guys can see by the mess on here, I don't have everything put away yet. So let me move some stuff out of my way. I'll take you guys up on deck. My fender I had over here up against the pole was popping out of place. That's what that noise was. There we go, a little quiet. Anyhow, I thought I'd bring you up topside so you can see. There's the welcome center right there. That's the visitor center. And that's where I was getting all the noise. My fender was popping up against that piling I'm up against. So I had to re-secure that. There's a town center here. Little cafe place over there. And a couple hotels, apartment complex. There's the visitor center again. And then that is out into the ICW. The ICW runs that way. That's the other little boat that I'm tied next to. And these are the paddle wheelers that are in here that they use for doing tours and stuff. So, with that said, let me move some stuff here. I'll make room so I can sit down. All right, so here we are up on deck. For all you people that complain that you always see the same scenery and no new scenery, here's some new scenery for you. Oh, what type of boat is that? Sailboat. I have no idea. I have no idea. It's a small sailboat, something around, I don't know, 25, 24 feet, something like that. So, anyhow, this is the little spot that I'm tied up into tonight. That's the Portsmouth Visitor Center right there with all the lights on. They have a little store. They sell like ball caps and t-shirts and that kind of stuff. I decided not to buy any of those things because I don't have any money. So, hey Slipstream, what's happening, brother? Hey Sarah. Hello, how are you? People walking by on the dock here. I thought I had to walk the plank. Well, stay around, you might soon. Anyhow, I don't know what I missed in all the chat, so I'm not going to go back and go through all that while I was up running around. If there was anything important in the chat, go ahead and say it again and I will take a look at it. So, anyhow, so we are in Portsmouth, Virginia, getting ready to hit into the ICW. Today is the first day that we're on the ICW. We're at mile 0, the very beginnings of it. So, so this is sort of an old part of town here. Mile 345 to 415 until October 19th. Yeah, well, I'm not going to get there till long after October 19th probably. So, or maybe I will. We'll find out. And if necessary, maybe we'll go offshore or who knows what we'll do. So, can we keel haul any trolls today? Well, Sarah, that was something I was going to talk about. I mentioned earlier in a live stream I produced earlier today that I said we're going to enact a little bit of democracy into my channel. Now, let's not make any mistakes here. My channel is a benevolent dictatorship. Absolutely a benevolent dictatorship. So I have final rule on anything. But if you see somebody here in the chat that you believe to be a troll, you can nominate that person to be gone, and we will put it up to a vote and see if we're going to get rid of that person from the chat. So, making it a bit more of a democratic process. Now, that said, I know there's a bunch of trolls out there that are going to jump on and try to skew the vote, what have you, which is why I have final vote in it anyway. So, how much did the depth change and the tide change? The tide here is just about a couple feet. That's about it. So, hey Chuck, taking names, benevolent, yep. Yeah, well, Doug's safer now, until he does something dumb, and then he'll get himself in trouble, so. Kid, your dog, now go ban me. Yep.
How much time do you spend thinking about all these creative ideas? Probably way too much. So you can use the dinghy dock load to your facilities. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, gone sailing. I nominate Frank. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Rule your channel with Iron Fist, man. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So, what the heck, you know? I think it's comical that Doug's had a channel now for less than a month that I helped him get started, and now he's telling me how I need to run my channel. So, try to change a factor around Norfolk. It is because the tide did have a pretty good current on it, fair winds. Coming into Norfolk, I was running against the tide coming through the narrows, coming into the channel here, and that really slowed me down. So if you have a low-powered sailboat like I have, I would suggest that you try to schedule yourself so that you're coming through when the tide is incoming, and or try to exit when it's outgoing and not try to fight the tide. Now, once we enter into the ICW, some places it'll be a problem, some places it won't be a problem. So, in some places we're going to go further south from here. There's actually more tide than what there is here. So, go figure. Anyhow, okay. Okay, well, Doug, then I'm just going to go ahead and put you out. So, there you go. Yep, Slipstream does a tide change every 12 hours. Oh, okay. Hospital Point, about 200 feet from where you are. Yeah, gone sailing. Hospital Point is not too far from here. I don't know about 200 feet, but yeah, it's not too far. So, yeah, Mike, if someone is banned, they can be voted back in. Again, it's a benevolent dictatorship, so I have final say. So, for average 50 miles a day, you'll reach mile marker 345 on the 10th. May want to slow down and make extended. Okay. Last night were one Frank's chunk to the level of talking over. Okay. I guess we have a lot of troll activity this evening. We'll just have to work our way through here and get rid of all this nonsense quickly, so we can move on and have a regular live stream without all the nonsense. So anyhow, kids, for those of you guys who are real followers here, we'll just go ahead and move on here. Carl, how often did the tide change? I don't know. I'm on the Great Lakes. Slipstream. Oh, okay. I thought you were joking about that. I'm sorry, Slip. No, the tide changes continuously. It's either coming in or going out. There is a brief period of slack tide. But if it's high tide now, it'll be low tide in 6 hours, and then 6 hours after low tide it'll be high tide, and then 6 hours after high tide it'll be low tide. Pretty much about every 6 hours the tide changes. So we have high tide twice a day, and we have low tides twice a day. I'm trying to help you out. It's 200 feet. You don't need a cab. Been there. You don't need an Uber. What are you talking about, gone sailing? Why would I want to go to the hospital? That does me no good. Okay, bunch of stupid stuff. Yep, absolutely. No reason to keep negative stuff around. Well, we're just slashing and burning here, so sorry about all this, guys. I'm not giving people time to vote on stuff. I'm just cleaning house, so 6 12 cycle tides usually every hour or later each day. Yeah, 12 degrees. Everybody here, okay, you guys need to just chill out. You have to realize there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than what you guys are seeing just here on the chat. So just chill out. Does your navigator show you tide changes, or do you have to research each day? No, I have to do those individually. I use Navionics to navigate with, and it does not show. Well, it may show the tides, but I actually use a different app for my tides, so I can check that out. So, yeah, I doubt that was. You're doing fine. Thanks for everything, Doug. To Marina and Anchorage. Well, that's fine, but I don't need a marina or an anchorage. Gone sailing, that's kind of my point. I'm here at a free dock. Why do I need a marina or an anchorage? Well, if that's what he's saying, that he should say that, but I've already spoken to the marina, and if I'm not staying there at the marina or using their dinghy dock, I shouldn't be using their laundry facilities. I was over there earlier today, so okay, whatever. Wow. Okay, well, you guys just go ahead and have your chats among yourselves. When you get done with it, we can go back to start talking about stuff. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, exactly, Wood Beast. Free Carl, that's where I'm at. Time to get rid of all this nonsense on here. Like a Jerry Springer show. Hey, Fairwinds, I agree, man. It really is. We're talking about stuff. Yep, I agree, Wood Beast. Anyhow. There's an app that shows you the tide change. Yes, there's an app that I use, and it's just called Tides. There's an app just called Tides. You can use that, and it shows you the tide change. It also shows you the currents, which are sometimes different than the tide change. So it's an important app, especially when you're up here on the ICW. There's a lot of places where you need to have a good understanding of what the currents are doing, irrespective of the tides, because sometimes they work against each other. So, a long time to get a hot shower and laundry, especially without a drink. Okay. Okay, well, apparently nobody wants to talk sailing or talk stuff. They just want to troll and stir up nonsense. So, last time you had a hot shower, not that long ago. Oh gosh, come on, guys, let's move on here, okay? He was working on hatches today. Who was working on hatches today? Steve, who was working on hatches today? I didn't catch it. Oh, you were working on hatches today. Cool. Did you run the Gulf Stream in that area? No, you don't run the Gulf Stream until you get further south, and then right here it would be way offshore. So not this close in. Certainly not in the area where I'm at. So on my little sailboat. Well, cool, Steve. That's nice. So What's wrong with wood beast? Nothing's wrong with wood beast, Donald. He's fed up with the same troll nonsense that goes on all the time. All these trolls get on here, think they want to tell me how to live my life. It's not going to happen. So, hey, honeybees, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Yeah, I am at mile 0, actually. Term little sailboat offends me. Okay. Oh, sorry, Steve. Sorry about that, man. Yep. Your boat, Steve. Just remember, your boat, your boat. Big or little, doesn't matter. It's your boat, right? Random, as I said before, I may or may not do laundry here in the area. If I do laundry, I'm going to be here another day. If I don't do laundry, I'm going to move on. So, it's worse, guess I'm not up to speed with the internet. Hey, Tickle Me Finn, how you doing, man? Okay, goodbye. Yeah, and would-be's, that's what's getting crazy. I mean, all these people are just attacking everybody. You know, they're attacking Doug's channel, or attacking my channel, or attacking anybody that has anything to do with it. And we just got to figure out some way of nipping this in the butt once and for all. So, yeah, Tickle Me, how's the little squirrel doing? That's a good question. I'm so lost. Yeah, Billy, I can understand that, man. Just a pain in the neck here, so. Oh, brother. All right, well, apparently the only people who want to talk anymore are the trolls, want to argue with everybody. You know what it is that they're really angry that a bunch of people donated money to me not that long ago. Not a bunch of people, some people, enough that I could buy, you know, some groceries and get stocked up a little bit. And so now they just come out in droves, so. Tonight's live stream. Because, yep, I understand. Adam, I'm not attacking you at all, man. I'm not attacking you one bit, so. I'm just eliminating all the nonsense, that's all. I'll say it again. Yep, there you go. Exactly, frontline flea and tick. Not imploding at all, man. I'm out here on my boat having a blast. You know, irregardless of all this nonsense and all these trolls making all these comments and trying to orchestrate or control the conversation, the reality of it is, guys, is I'm out here having a ball living on my boat, traveling down the ICW. Me and Miss Lily are doing just fine. And since nobody asked, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there anyway. Miss Lily's doing fine this morning. She's back to her normal self. She's happy. She's jovial. She's going to the bathroom like she normally should. Miss Lily is doing just fine. So she got her flea and tick stuff this morning, and she's doing great. Steve Gifford, thank you very much, Steve. I appreciate the donation, sir. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Steve. Keep it up and they will get tired and leave. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, Martin. We just got to keep slapping them down. So, do you ever get to meet fellow travelers or other docking boats? Yeah, all the time, man. All the time. All the time talking to other boats. We chat along the way on the VHF radio as we're passing sometimes. And hey, folks, how you doing? So yeah, we'll meet with folks along the way and say hello and chat with some folks from time to time. This guy in this boat right there, that boat, he's not around, which is sort of funny because he's only supposed to be here for no more than 36 hours, and he's been here for a week, and nobody knows where he is. He came up and tied his boat up and left, and no one's seen him in a week. So they don't know what's going on. Maybe the guy abandoned his boat. They have no idea. So, I'm a little late. Hey, Frank, how you doing, brother? I thought you weren't going to make it tonight, Frank. I'm glad to see you here. Plays, what a life. Yep. Beat them trolls with donations. Exactly. Okay. So anyhow, yeah, Frank, you missed all the excitement. We had a hell of a troll run that we got rid of, so. Oh gosh, and then we have another guy come in with a name like One Ringy Dingy. Okay. You know, you can almost just tell who these troll people are just by the names that they picked for having their identity. I mean, it's just really ridiculous. So, if you don't want to have 70 mile a day offshore North Carolina, you will arrive a week before the ICW opens back up. Yeah, Adam, I hear you. I heard you the first time. What do you know? I'm not unsure. And you know, I run into this all the time. You know, you make a comment and what do you want me to do? You want me to jump up and down, yell and scream about it? I'm sorry, I read your comment. I'm moving on. I don't know when I'm going to get there. I'll get there when I get there. So, I'll take the boat. Yeah, right? Hey, Miss Shar, how you doing? I'm just going to watch. Everything is going well, Miss Shar. Everything is going awesome. Oh, you woke up, you feel better. Good deal, Frank. Does it have a South Carolina registration? He might be checking. I don't know. I haven't looked at the boat like that, Steve. I haven't really taken much attention to it. So, yep, Wood Beast, exactly. Each donation makes a middle finger to the trolls. Exactly. Hey, Clint, how you doing, sir? Good to see you here. By the way, Clint, you just missed it. I just mentioned a little minute ago, Miss Lily is doing absolutely fine. So, okay, agreed, Would be send some of your change to Carl. Feeling giving Patreon link. Yeah, Steve, I understand. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. So, yeah, anyhow, Clint, just for you, here's Miss Lily. There she is. You doing okay, dog? She's just hanging out down below in the salon. Very bright out here. I could live stream out here all night. I got lights all over the place. So, we'll continue to do so. Oh, Lord, the beast is good. See, and Patreon pirate. Man, how many times we got to delete this guy? Yeah, no problem, Clint. What's the temperature here? I don't know. Right now, I'd say it's about 79, 78, 79. It's going to go down to about 70 tonight, so shouldn't be too bad. I was wondering if you found a public dock. Yeah, no plastic. That's where I am. I'm at a free dock. That's the Portsmouth Visitor Center in Portsmouth, Virginia. And this dock where I'm tied up at is a free dock that I'm allowed to tie up and hang out here whenever I want. So I'm only allowed to be here for 36 hours, but that's fine. We're only going to be here about 36 hours, so that'll work. Woodworking channel that you mentioned a while ago. Who has a great woodworking channel? Oh, wow. Woodworking. Well, I don't remember, Frank. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's been so long since I've watched anybody's YouTube channels at all. I really haven't been watching anything, so where am I? Okay, like I said, Portsmouth Visitor Center, Portsmouth, Virginia, right there. I'm in a dock right in front of the Portsmouth Visitor Center. Yeah, John, I agree with that. That guy does the watches. Oh, Ian, yeah, Ian has a good channel where he does woodworking. Oh, now I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember the name of the channel. Sorry, Frank. I'll have to remember it and get back to you on it. I don't remember off the top of my head, so. Got shore power plugged in here, no genset. No, Ray, I just shut the generator off just a minute ago for the live stream. I'll start it back up again. I'm still trying to chill down the fridge. There's no water, power, or anything like that at this dock, so. No, nothing but the dock. Just the dock. No services here at all. The tall building behind me. That's an apartment building? That's an apartment complex over there, and over there is, behind those trees, there's a big hotel. So, I have a squirrel challenge. Yeah, Tickle Me Fin, we were asking earlier, how's the squirrel doing? No, you didn't answer us before. Everybody was wanting to know how the squirrel's doing, so. Oh, gosh. Are you going to go into the town? I already did. John Stratton, am I taking a break tomorrow? I don't know, John. I'm not 100% sure yet, so I may very well just stay right here, although I get rocked pretty good by traffic going up and down the canal, so. I did not pass through the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. I did sail over the top of it, though. Yep, good grocery stores here in the area, lots of them. Dockside camping sites where you have water and electricity, etc. Yeah, some of them will provide services, some do not. Free ones tend not to provide any services, so. Fair Wind says, what's the next stop? I don't know yet. I haven't decided. It won't be very far, I can tell you that much. So, mast will need to come down for the ICW. No, you do not need to take your mast down on the ICW. Yep, you don't need to take your mast down. All the bridges here will either raise or open for you. So you just wait, and you have to work at their schedule, but you can go through all the bridges here by just working down that list, so. Carl, watch your depth on the ICW is sketchy at best. Yeah, I know, Steve, I know that. I've been keeping a close eye on it, listening, participating with a number of different groups that, you know, people have been going up and down reporting different stuff, so. Yes, bridges are channel 9. That's correct, Fairwind. You talk to the bridges on channel 9, some of them on 13. Steve, thank you. Steve just hit PayPal for a good amount of money. Thank you, Steve, very much. I appreciate that, Steve. You rock, dude. That was very nice of you. Don't show your next stop, Carl, for yours and Lily's safety. Sarah, it's probably a good idea. I will tell them as I'm leaving there. How's that? My dock in New Jersey had cable and phone on it, but only for my boat. That was before cell phones and satellite. Okay. Yeah, John, we expect it to be much worse after the storm. Yep, very much so. 65-foot, Gary. Actually, it's 65-foot clearance on the ICW here going through Virginia, North South Carolina, into Florida. It's a 65-foot clearance. So, one bridge is closed. It's published in the U.S. Coast Guard Reg. District 5. I'm a long way from District 5, Ray, but okay. Is someone after you? Why would anyone come after such a cool guy? Yeah, right. Jersey, were you? Okay, I'm going to be good. You're going to Annapolis. Thank you to the sponsors. You all rock. There you go. All right. Huh. Where is Miss Lily? Right there. Right on the other side of the camera. Oh. Kept the boat in Jersey City. Okay. Look at those lights. All you need to look at them. Okay. All right. Go rest, Carl. Yeah, it would be. So I'm probably going to go ahead and pull the plug on this and go rest. So. On the ICW, be sure and monitor channel 13 oftentimes. Yep, we're aware of that. Some of the older bridges and stuff will still monitor 13, some 9, some will even monitor 16. So, just depends on where you're at. So, hey Jeffrey, how you doing, man? Oh gosh. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm tired. I'm gonna go rest. So. Oh, man, Gazuni. Do you fish off the boat? I do at times. I'm not going to fish here because this little spot where I'm at is polluted. All kinds of garbage in the water, so I'm not going to fish right here. But Roosevelt Marina and Roosevelt Stadium. Okay. Bless you. Thank you. Does your radio have a scan feature? It does, Pilot. Actually, Pilot, what it does, it has a scan feature that's programmable. So I program it to scan 16, 9, 13, and one other. I don't remember what the other one was off the top of my head, but And it does a 3-way or a 4-way scan and scans all those channels on a regular basis. So, river free dive before you get my boat. Heading to Naples before we go to Marathon and Reduction. You know where to stay. Before we go heading to Naples, nope. Afraid Admiral, I don't. Nope. Nope. I don't know any of the area between Marathon and Naples. I can't help you there. Sorry. Actually, Admiral, I'm kind of surprised to see you on here. I understand that you seem to be leaning more on the dark side, so. He just makes excuses like, okay, you know what, Adam, just go away. You're going to be like that tonight, just go away. Attacked by a shark. Nope, never been attacked by a shark. Is Frank reporting trolls again? I don't know if Frank is reporting trolls again or not. I don't know that Frank ever reported a troll, so. Anyhow. So kids, so we've had more fun than humans should be allowed here dealing with all these idiots. There's, you know, it's a shame because there's some good folks on here that like to have a decent conversation, and you get all these other idiots in here that are just trying to stir up shit. Hey Carl, the dark side is starting to look pretty goddamn bright right now. Well, Trav, go for it, man, if that's what you want to do. Thank you, Miss Shar. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So, we've had enough fun for tonight. Lily, come here. We're going to end this here. We'll have more for you tomorrow, guys. Be good, be careful, take good care of one another. We'll see you later. Bye, everybody.